it's Louise here, and welcome to my channel. It is currently December 7th, 2024 at 11:52 p.m. So almost December 8th. I don't really have any plans of what I want to say or talk about in this video. But you know, it's that time of year again where we just got to reflect on the importance of John's life, and I guess reflect on my past as a Beatles fan, and how it's affected me, in a positive way. And of course, John's part of the Beatles, so he's incorporated into that. I suppose it's probably weird hearing a video about John's death from me, someone who everybody knows Paul's my favorite, but I think it's appropriate because, John's still important to me. It's not like I hate him or anything, I'm a fan of his work just as I am to Paul's. He's still talented and a good writer and a good singer and a good person, so I don't see any reason why I shouldn't talk about him. Yeah, it's really crazy to think that he's been gone for 44 years. Like I said in the past when I talked about it before, previous years, that he's been gone longer than my own mom's been alive. So that's kind of crazy, and I always feel weird as well because I didn't grow up with the Beatles. I found them on my own during the coronavirus pandemic, and I find it crazy that so many people want to hear my opinions on them, specifically about Paul, but that's beside the point. Anyways, yeah, it is heartbreaking to know that John has officially been gone for 44 years. And I mean literally officially. It is now midnight, December 8th, where I am right now. I literally just watched the clock turn. But yeah, it's just unreal that it's been that long, and it just proves, though, in the same sense, how profound his impact is. It's kind of magical, honestly, because John's music, Paul's music, George's, Ringo's, like their solo work, and also the Beatles have this really uniquely odd power for people, including myself, where you can listen to their songs over and 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 over again, and you never get tired of it. And that is a sight to behold, because there's a lot of artists that I like. Just to throw out an example, Melanie Martinez, okay? Like, I like a lot of her songs, but it gets to a point where I'm like, okay, I've had it. I don't want to hear it anymore, But these four guys from Liverpool have this, like, energy, I guess, lack of a better word, that is just so special. When they're together, when they're apart, it doesn't matter. Their music just has this good feeling. I don't know if that's what you'd call it. I don't know if it's a feeling or an energy or a magic or what, or a spell or whatever. It's just great. And John's contributions to that is definitely how troubled he was. Everybody kind of knows him as the troubled Beatle, quote unquote. And I think his say into the band really added into the relatability of everything. Not just in the dark songs like Julia or A Day in the Life, But even like the happy songs like, hey, you got to hide your love away. I consider that a happy song. I might be crazy, but I do, I guess. You know, or maybe it's both. I don't know. I'm tired. I'm sorry. But yeah, I don't know. It's just, it's really unique the the way their music transcends generation to generation to generation and continues to find people. I know a lot of people that are my age, like early 20s or late teenage years, usually find them through their parents or grandparents or this, that, and the other. But the fact that they're even able to entertain me, someone who found them on their own just randomly through the coronavirus pandemic. And at first I thought that, oh, I'm only into them because I'm depressed during the virus pandemic thing, you know? But no, it became one of those things that my brain just latched onto, which in itself is nothing new. My brain does that all the time. I've been attached to Care Bears, Jacksepticeye, Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen, Gravity Falls, Bates Motel, the list goes on. But there's something about the Beatles music though that makes me feel a very unique way. It makes me feel safe. And I know if people have known me for a while, they're gonna know that I've said that for Jack and the Care Bears and other fandoms or interests. But the thing is about the safety that the Beatles music gives me is it feels genuine, genuine safety. Does that make sense? I don't know if it does. But yeah, I don't know. My mind is going all over the place. I'm tired and I'm doing this without a script again. And okay, I want to just say I say that because whenever I want to do videos like this, I want to write a proper script to make my videos coherent. But then when I actually sit down in my editing software to make a video, I'm like, no. For something like this, that is a tragedy that pulls on the heartstrings of millions of people, including myself, I need to be 100% authentic. And that's one thing that's like one of my core values of being a YouTuber and an online personality is you need to be authentic. I mean, no hate if you write scripts to make videos in honor of people. But me personally, I just can't do it because the way my head works, I just gotta talk about random bullshit that comes out. Kind of like this right now. Anyways, back to the subject at hand before I go on another tangential rant. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm trying to find the right words to make this make sense. Something about the Beatles music makes me feel genuine safety and understood. There's lyrics, there's songs, there's melodies, there's emotions. And even ignoring the music, even like the interviews that John and Paul and George and Ringo have done that are just relatable to me. Like, for instance, the 1966 We're More Popular Than Jesus thing. I'm going to just say it right now that I'm so proud of John for saying that. Because even though it backfired tremendously, I have nothing but respect for the guy. That's all I have to say. There's nothing but respect that I have for him. Because it was authentic. It was what he really thought. And you know what? It was the fucking truth. That's all there is to it. And so I think the people who did those Beatle bonfires and gave him crap for that and tried to cancel the Beatles were fucking morons, honestly. like, like, like he was bold. Like, he was bold, but, like, in a good way, you know? Like, it was the truth, you know? And so, no, I have nothing but respect for him for doing that. You know? Because it is the truth, you know? And it's just sick that people took it out on him, you know? I guess that's one of the things that the boys inspire me to do every day is to be my real self. And, you know, honestly, just fuck the haters, for real. You know, they should not have autonomy over my self-esteem. And you know what? I will fully admit it's easier said than done. And, you know, John showed that too. You know, he ended up having to apologize for what he really thought, which is fucked up, honestly. But, you know, that's just how other people are. And it's disgusting, honestly. And that's one thing that I'm really learning in my therapy. Sorry, that's my stomach. I am, like, really hungry, actually. I'm sorry. I had chicken nuggets from McDonald's for supper, but I guess it wasn't enough, really. Anyways, what I'm getting out of therapy, anyways, is that, like, fuck the haters. Literally, fuck them. Like, your life shouldn't be dependent on whatever else people think, you know? And I think that's a lesson that the Beatles teach me, John specifically, but all four of them teach me every day. Once again, I know this video is all over the damn place, but, you know, that's how it goes, you know, especially when you're me who have undiagnosed autism or ADHD or whatever the fuck this is. Anyway, yeah, I don't know, I just get into tangential rants, and I just lose my train of thought, and I just can't stop talking. But anyway, to close this off, I just wanted to say, we miss you, John. We really do, you know. It's horrible and despicable that you're not here with us. Especially because of how you left us. I can't imagine having the lack of heart to do that to someone so important and so kind and so, you know, talented and giving to the world. And I hope wherever he is a place full of peace and happiness, joy and safety, because that's what he advocated for, and that's where he deserves to be. I know that I'm only a 23-year-old girl, but he has affected my life in such a positive and profound way that you almost can't describe it, you know? You can only understand it if you've gone through it. And I just want him to know how much he really does mean to me, regardless of if he's physically here on this earth or not. So, rest in peace, John Lennon. We miss you. Lastly, to everyone that sat around and listened to this, I want to thank you. Sorry if this video was all over the place and was a shambled mess, but I just wanted to put my thoughts out there, because it's, you know, 44 years since this legend has left us, and it has a really big impact. You know, I really wanted to just turn the mic on and see where my brain goes, you know. Yeah. I don't know. It's just I appreciate you guys listening, and it's really good. It feels good, you know, to be supported by so many people that want to hear what my crazy brain comes up with. And I just thought that, you know, how important and emotional this day is, it would be a good excuse to do that. I do want to apologize for this video being random and all over the place and probably not making sense a lot of the time. But yeah, like I said, I just turned on the mic and let my mind and mouth kind of dictate how this goes. So yeah, I also wanted to just say real quickly, thank you for 3,200 subscribers or something like that. That's absolutely bonkers. I can't believe that that's actually a real number that I'm allowed to say about my channel. I appreciate it. I really do. So yeah. But yeah, I think I'm going to end this video right here. This video is already over 15 minutes, which is not what I was expecting, but I just let my brain and voice take over, and one thing leads to another. But yeah, I am very tired. What time is it? 1:06 a.m. And I actually had quite a bit of energy when I started this video, but then my tiredness kind of caught up with me, and my train of thought is kind of just going randomly and going nowhere, because it's 1 in the morning, and yeah, I'm just not really thinking clearly, which is usually what happens when I'm starting to get tired. Oh, excuse me. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I have been sick. But yeah, I should probably end this video. It is going on way longer than I thought it would. Like I said, I just turned on the mic and just let my brain and voice take over. But as you guys can probably tell, I am running on fumes here. Not to mention, I am pretty hungry too. But I don't really want to go look for food at this hour of the night. Anyways, yeah, take care of yourselves, and, you know, listen to music and do what you have to do to be happy. It's completely understandable on the day like today. Sending peace and love. Goodbye.